Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Journey to Tech with Cretch. Today is another exciting topic that I really want to share with you. It's for those who are interested in tech and especially those who are interested in software testing. What am I talking about? Today we're going to be talking about AI in software testing. AI has slipped into our everyday lives. You see it around you. You see it in examples such as self-driving cars in various cities, that simple facial recognition to unlock your smartphones. You see it in banks to detect fraud on your transactions. And sometimes you see it on websites with those annoying chatbots that keep on popping up right in your face when you just simply want to either browse or buy something. AI is everywhere. You cannot escape it. With that being said, there are some cool things that are happening in software testing with AI. So, are you ready for some tech magic? Let's check out these three incredible ways AI is taking software testing to a whole new level. Are you ready? Let's go! First up, AI in test case creation. Basically, test cases are scripts that are used to test the system to ensure that they suit the user's requirements. By default, these are done manually, but sometimes you can it can be a tedious process to come up with so many test cases in order to satisfy those requirements. This is where AI can help you. AI can help you in generating those test cases based on the requirements you present in the prompts. It can also generate negative test cases, which are test cases to ensure that the system does not behave in an undesirable way. An example of this is a very popular platform that you know today, ChatGPT. Depending on what you enter in the prompt, it will output some test scenarios based on the requirements you put in there. Here is an example of using ChatGPT to create manual test cases. In this example, someone put in the prompt that they want test cases to prepare sample test cases to test a file upload. So, based on the prompt, ChatGPT came up with more than two test cases. I could only highlight two at this time. One, of course, to check for a successful file upload, and two, to check to see if you can do a file upload with an unsupported file type. And you see that it also nicely outlines the preconditions, the test steps, and possible expected results. But it is not only useful in manual test case creation, it can also help to generate code for automated test case creation. In this example here, you have a user that put in the prompt, verify that a user can successfully log in with valid credentials and create a test automation script using the Python-based Selenium WebDriver. Now, these are basically tools that are used for automated testing. So after that prompt was inputted, then it simply generates the code that you can use for starting. The only thing I'll caution is that you don't depend on it fully because it basically gives you a framework, but you still have to look at the requirements and determine what needs to be tested. But if you want to start off, this is a good brainstorming tool that you can use to generate your test cases and a good starting point to start your automated test. Next up, we have AI in automated functional testing. Automated tests use computer programs to perform actions on websites normally done by a person, such as button clicks and typing in various checkboxes in order to carry out a test. Typically, in the absence of tools like this would be done manually, where a person would go on the system and just click on various items, enter in various text fields, and click on drop-down boxes. But automated tests can help to make this faster. So these programs use locators to find these buttons, text boxes, and drop-down lists on the website. As a result of using these locators, automation engineers have to maintain programs that run these automated tests. And here comes the problem. Sometimes the locators for these buttons, text fields, drop-down boxes change, which means the automation engineer may have to spend a lot of time updating these locators. Imagine having to update hundreds of tests where the locators have changed. Do you think this is a fun situation? I refuse to think so. If you have to do that, you would be stressed out like this person here. This is where AI comes to the rescue. AI uses a technique called self-healing to fix these broken locators. Self-healing is a method that uses AI and machine learning to help maintain automated tests. If the locator changes it for a certain button, for a certain text box, or for a certain drop-down list, it automatically updates these elements in order so that they can have the new locators. As a result, when you run your tests, they don't fail because the locators have changed. They simply continue running and testing the system. So with AI, the automation engineer's life is more stress-free. And basically, when they're stress-free, they feel very good. Examples of use of self-healing with AI in automated testing. You have tools such as Mabel, you have tools such as Testim, Testcraft, and Helenium. Finally up, AI in automated visual testing. Visual testing is normally performed by us humans. We usually check things such as the user friendliness and the look and feel of the website. But did you know that AI can help to perform some of these visual tests faster? These tools can use AI to compare present images of a website to previous images. If there are any differences, such as buttons positioned differently, text on a page changes, they're reported as differences. This helps you to spot visual defects, especially those subtle differences, much easier than you probably could manually. Examples of tools that use this type of testing are Applitools Eyes, Lambda Test, and Percy Browser Stack. So let me explain a little bit more in detail as to how it works. So what happens is that the visual test tool will first take a screenshot of the page as it was in a before state. So if you look on this image here, it will take a screenshot of the page in the before section. At a future date, when changes have been made to the system, it takes a subsequent screenshot of that same page to see if there are any differences. Here, in the after section, you would have noticed that the shirt size has changed along with the color, and you would have noticed that the button has changed along with the color and the size. However, you notice that the text that was there before has not changed. So what this tool does, it only identifies the differences, but anything that is similar, it leaves alone. But it does not automatically fail these tests. What it does, it presents these differences to you, and you take a look at it, and you can determine if these changes were as a result of an improvement that was made based on certain requirements from stakeholders, or if this is indeed an actual defect that needs to be resolved. Pretty cool, isn't it? I certainly enjoy using it myself. I have had to use an AI visual testing tool in testing a data analytics dashboard. So far, I realized that it has picked up differences such as differences in numbers. So even if the difference in the cents part, sorry, even if the cents part of the total figure is different, it recognizes it. It also recognizes differences in text, not just the wording itself, but probably the formatting of the text. In maybe one version, it was regular, but in another version, it's bold. It has detected that difference. Additionally, I have seen it detect differences in the shape of arrows on a drop-down list. I really found this pretty cool. And the biggest one for me is that I remembered after a certain upgrade, it immediately spotted a visual error that was introduced by the upgrade. So this is such a cool tool to have in your testing toolbox. So let us recap. AI can be used in test case generation, maintaining automated test programs more efficiently, and visual testing. So there you have it, guys. Those are 3 examples that I wish to share with you of AI in software testing. Thank you for watching. But guess what? Before you leave, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And press that notification bell so that you can get updates on future contents from me. I say to you right now, press it. Well, folks, that's it. Stay tuned for another episode of Journey to Tech with Craig.